Another space heater right here. Fire officials tell us they also found a propane heater. Chief Medlock says this is the worst crash he's seen in his 30-year career. Now, right now, we're at Cliffdale on Linwood. I'm going to step out of the way, and the only thing that is really destroyed is her laundry room inside of the home. But guess what? There's another woman I spoke to in Clinton who said she thought she was going to die.
Nate, don't get run over. They're telling you to get to the race.
Oh my God, this is an amazing day. It's an exciting day. I wish I was out here running right now with all of these brave men and women in the wee hours of the morning. I'm told right now, this specific unit, there were no injuries. As I said, I just ran over here. I'm still trying to talk to some family members about what exactly happened. But we're live inside of the Cumberland County Jail, the place you don't want to be. Nate Rodgers, CBS North Carolina. Cumberland County Sheriff Ennis Wright just confirming that the suspect involved was found moments ago dead inside one of the mobile homes here due to a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Was there any type of grade changing going on at Freedom Christian Academy?
It didn't happen with me. It sure didn't happen with me, because I couldn't even get access into the system.
I asked the same question to Freedom's co-founder, Hull Powers. Did you all deal with it?
Yes, it's been dealt with.
It has. How was it dealt with?
It's been dealt with.
The Fear Factory goes until this coming Saturday, and what you can actually do is on November 13th. You see what I mean? They're crazy. They are crazy. They are crazy. On November 13th is the last day. Nate Rodgers, WNCN. Bye. Goodbye.
That's awesome.
Nate, you're a big guy. You're a tough guy.
So I'm sure I tell you, a very heart-wrenching day here in Orchardville. As you can see, utility crews are right now on the scene working to restore power outages in this area. Also, another thing that we're seeing throughout this area, many downed trees remain in the roads. Meanwhile, folks that are displaced by this tornado are still working to wrap their brains around exactly what happened. It's okay. It's okay. A grandmother now heartbroken. Here's why. Troy Turner's entire home ripped to pieces, with the roof now laying in the front yard. Inside, her ruined kitchen and living room now a soggy, destroyed mess.
I didn't think it would tear something up. I've built a home and a place I've lived in for 9 years.
Turner's home sustained the worst damage in the Spells mobile home park.
You got that picture right there with my grandbaby.
Turner could only salvage a few things like precious photos of her grandchildren and a couple pair of shoes.
It's hard, very hard. I've never been through nothing like this, never.
The tornado touched down shortly after 5 p.m. Residents say it ripped through the area within minutes. Danielle Hall was driving in Altreville at the time.
The construction barrels rolling in front of me. There was all kind of debris swirling and hitting my car.
Although only a few homes sustained damage, many trees uprooted, blocking roads. Also, car windows shattered and power lines are now grounded.
I am very thankful that my daughter, my girlfriend, soon-to-be wife, didn't get hurt.
Now, at the height of the storm, there were at least 500 customers reported without power. At last check, we found about 340 outages still here in Altreville. We're told that crews will work throughout the night and even into the morning to restore those outages. Fortunately, again, we want to reiterate there were no significant injuries. For now, we're live in Altreville. Nate Rodgers. 56-year-old Vernon Williams has been in the hospital for about 17 days now. He had brain surgery last week. Now, doctors say despite a few cognitive struggles, they call him a walking miracle. They expect him to make a full recovery.
And it's a struggle.
It frustrates Vernon Williams that the ability to speak is now a struggle for him. It's the grim reality of traumatic brain damage. Over the last 4 days, Williams has endured intense physical, occupational, and speech therapy.
I forgive you, and I don't know how many struck blows on me.
The assault reportedly happened February 5th here at Husky's Hardware. Vernon Williams says he was punched in the head after a group of soldiers became upset that he could not take all 8 of them home. A manager for the bar says the soldiers appeared intoxicated.
The persons involved were shouting racial remarks toward Mr. Williams. There were multiple people there, multiple soldiers.
Initially, Williams' face swelled. Days later, his wife says he complained of severe headaches and would lose his balance from time to time. After a CAT scan and MRI, they soon learned that Williams had 3 blood clots on his brain.
He's a walking miracle that he is doing as well as he's doing. But there's a lot of changes that have taken place, and he still has a long road ahead of him.
Good? Look right?
He's now recovering at Cape Fear Valley Rehabilitation Center. 23-year-old Joseph Christopher Syme is now charged with assault and battery. Syme is a truck driver for the 82nd Airborne. Now, our efforts to reach out to Syme about the story were unsuccessful. Mr. Williams is expected to be released from the hospital this coming weekend. Fayetteville police say the charges will likely be upgraded. For now, that's the latest here in Fayetteville. I'm Nate Rodgers.
Videos seen around the country during the 2016 election, and it happened right here in North Carolina. 1 year ago today, in fact, 79-year-old John McGraw, a Trump supporter, was caught on camera sucker punching Rakeem Jones, a protester at a Trump rally in Fayetteville. As I said, the video, it went all over the place, and McGraw was charged with assault and battery and put on probation. Now, during his court appearance, McGraw apologized for his actions, and then what you just saw there, he and Jones, they hugged in the courtroom. Now, today, both men met for lunch, and it was a very different scene from a year ago. CBS North Carolina's Nate Rodgers sat down with them and brings us this exclusive report.
Dear God, we thank you for the food we're about to receive. We thank you for our relationship that we've gained here.
Prayer, laughter, and an open ear to listen. That was the tone of today's man-to-man meeting. Rakeem Jones says it's the type of meeting that would heal any wound.
I would see, you know, the pictures and all this. I'm like, I wonder how he doing, you know, just as a person.
John McGraw and Rakeem Jones say last year's fiasco trapped them in a political, sensational mess. McGraw apologized and the two reconciled before appearing in court. But even after this hug, both men say they're continually met with racial jabs while in public.
Are you a racist?
No.
Not at all? No. Are you a racist?
Hell no. He knows I'm not, and I know he's not. Then to me, that's all I care about.
Today's lunch was a no-holds-barred conversation. Both men opened up about life goals, work, and family values. There was no need to revisit the past.
And it happened.
It happened, and he and I worked it out, and I think that's between me and him.
Despite their political affiliations, both men now agree the country is in a scary place. They talked about the importance of unity and respect, something they hope this conversation will advance.
How do we come about healing in terms of, you know, our communities, the world, just from both of you all's experience?
Like I said, get to know the other side, period. Just figure out what's going on with the other side.
What about for you?
The churches has got to do a big part of it. I wish that somehow Jones and I could go to white churches and black churches and talk to them. I wish there was some way that we could do that.
In Fayetteville, I'm Nate Rodgers, CBS North Carolina.